All right. So today, first time we are doing live from Namahatta Center. For those who have not seen, okay, this is our Namahatta Center, right? So that's the altar there. So and summer it's a heavy rain. Okay. So let's start with our invocation prayer. Maybe you can off this light. Light off. See whether it's clear or not. Slowly, do it slowly. Okay. Should be fine. Huh? Yeah, that light on. No. Don't off the light. Right. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Janananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manovistam Stapidam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swa Padantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yutta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajadam Shahagana Raghunatham Vidam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savaduta Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakan Vidamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimade Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasa Chidesatarine Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimade Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Namine Shri Varshabhanavi Devi Daitaye Kripabdaye Krishna Sambandha Vignana Daine Prabhave Namaha Madhuryo Jula Premadya Sri Rupanuga Bhaktira Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namastute Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtaye Nina Tarine Rupanuga Virda Pasidanta Dvanta Harine Namo Gaura Kishoraya Sakshat Vairagya Murtaye Vipralambara Sambodhe Padam Pujayate Namaha Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Satchidananda Namine Gaura Shakti Swarupaya Rupanuga Varayate Gaura Virbhava Bhumestvam Nidasa Sajjana Priya Vaishnava Saro Bhauma Sri Jagannatha Yate Namaha Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bevacha Paritanapa Vinebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namni Garatse Namaha Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam Bhaktavadaram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Chaitam Suratav Pangur Mama Manda Mate Gati Mat Sarvasva Padam Bojav Radha Madana Mohanao Divyat Vrindaranya Kalpa Drumadaha Srimad Ratnagara Simha Sarasto Srimad Radha Srila Govinda Devo Prastalivi Seve Manosmarami Sriman Rasa Rasarambi Vamsivata Tatastita Karshan Venus Vanir Gopir Gopinata Yasri Estuna Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanustude Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivashari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Om Tat Sat Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Janmadhyasya Tanvayat Vitarascharte Swabhijnaswarat Tene Brahma Hridaya Adi Kavaye Muyyanti Yat Shurayah Tejo Vari Mridam Yata Vinimayo Yatra Tri Sargo Mrsha Damna Srena Sada Nirastak Kuhakam Satyam Dhimai Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirai Nasta Prayesu Abhadresu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Shloke Bhakti Bhavati Naistiki. So Hare Krishna, welcome all for today's Srimad Bhagavatam session, live from our First Garden Namahatta Center, Ipoh. So, sorry, because I need to travel from another place to here, that's why we have to delay. Anyway, thanks all for joining us. So again, I'm very clear to everyone.
Yes, Prabhu.
So, is my mic is clear? Everything is clear? You can hear me very clearly, yeah?
Very clear, Prabhu.
Ah, all right. Okay. Thank you, Saubhagyavati Mataji. All right. Nikshay Shri Nair. All right. Welcome. For first time you're coming, joining us. Welcome. So today we're going to discuss on the passing away of Bhishma Dev. Oops, sorry. It's first canto. Chapter 9. All right. So today we're going to do English of the chanting box. Okay. So everyone can see this clearly?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
All right. Okay, so today we are continuing our discussion on this. Okay, because there's a projection there. There's some devotees here, Dr. Tinesh, and of course my wife and everyone is here. Thank you for coming. Oh, my son, yeah, he also there. All right. Anyway, so we are continuing on our discussion on this passing away of what do you call Bhishma Dev, right? Just to recap, so in previous chapter, what we have studied, the previous chapter was praise of Queen Kunti, right? So in that prayer, what did Queen Kunti pray? She's asking more and more trouble so that she always can remember Krishna. After all a prayer over, then Yudhishthira, okay, the son of Dharma, or the older brother of this Pandava, right? He was crowned as a king and he started to what do you call lament. He was lamenting saying that why do I need to kill all these people and enjoy the kingdom? I think I'm a sinner, right? So even though Krishna was with him, and yet he could what do you call he could lament in that way. So in that lamentation, Krishna was created a situation whereby, because he wanted who? He wanted Yudhishthira to take instruction from Bhishma Dev, right? Bhishma Dev is one of the authority in this spiritual life, okay? There's a 12 Mahajan, he's one of the Mahajan. So anyway, we just recap what we have learned in the last verse. Okay, in last verse, text 18, we saw Eshaiva Bhagavan Sakshat Adya Narayana Puman Mohayan Mayaya Lokam Buddhas Charati Vrishnishu. The translation was, the Sri Krishna is no other than the inconceivable. What is inconceivable? The thing that can never be understood, right? Original personality of Godhead. He is the first Narayana, the supreme enjoyer, but he is moving among the descendant of King Vrishni, just like one of us. And he is bewildering us with his self-created energy, right? So even though that Krishna, who is the original, the first Narayana, okay, in the purport we have studied, there are many Narayanas, right? Many varieties of Narayana, but the original among all the Narayana is Krishna, okay? And is why bewildering? Because Bhishmadev could understand that Krishna is the original supreme personality of Godhead, and it's bewildering why that he's acting among us. All right. Okay. Now let's start our text 19. Okay. All right. Asya. Okay. This is S. Sa. Right. Asya. Okay. There's a what they call there is a thing there. So you pull the raga. Asya nu. Okay. Asya nu. Bhavang. Bhavang. All right. When you see the M, there's a dot. We're going to pronounce the M from the nose. So bhavang. So it sounds like ing. Bhavang. Okay. Asyanu bhavang Bhagavan. Okay, not Bhagavan, not Bhagavan. So Bhagavan. Veda. All right. When you see E, naturally you can pull the raga. So Veda. Guhyat tamang. Shivaha. All right. She. When you see the S with apostrophe, we're going to pronounce shampoo. All right. The S is like shampoo. So Shivaha. Not Shivaha. All right. Shivaha. So when you see there's an A, then after that, H with a dot at this thing, there is a silent A at the back of this. So Shivaha. What happened when you see U with H at the dot? We're going to say Uhu. I-E. Right? So A means Aha. So Shivaha. Okay, but Shivaha. Deva Rishir. All right. When you see the S with a dot at the bottom, we're going to pronounce the S by putting the tongue under your phalanx. So Sha. So Deva Rishir. Naradaha. Okay, when you see there's a H, there's a silent A at the back. So Deva Rishir Naradaha. So Saksat. Okay, now you look at this S is a normal S. So Saksat. Sak. Okay, and this S with the S at the, there's a dot at the bottom. So Sha. So Sakshat. So how are you going to pronounce? Sakshat. Because there's another A, there's a line on top, so we pull the raga. So Sakshat. Bhagavan. Kapilo. Okay. Bhagavan Kapilo Nirpa. Okay. When you see Ra. So we're going to, when there's an R at the bottom, we're going to sound like Ri or Ru. So Nirpa. Okay. Y'all okay? Can try? How many of you are there? All right. We have 17 of you here. Great. Okay. Now let's do this. Asyanubhavang Bhagavan Veda Guhyattamang Shiva Deva Rishir Narada Sakshat Bhagavan Kapilo Nirpa Asyanubhavang Bhagavan Veda Guhyattamang Shiva Deva Rishir Narada Sakshat Bhagavan Kapilo Nirpa Asyanubhavang Bhagavan Veda Guhyattamang Shiva Deva Rishir Narada Sakshat Bhagavan Kapilo Nirpa. Okay? Want to try? Yes, Prabhu.
Asyanubhavam Bhagavan Veda Guhyattamam Shivaha Devarishi Narada Sakshat Bhagavan Kapilo Nirpa. Hare
All right,
Krishna.
nice. Next.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Asyanubhavam Bhagavan Veda Guhyatamam Shivaha Devasir Narada Sakshat Bhagavan Kapilo Nirpa.
Very good. Who's that?
Mano Mataji.
Oh, Manu Mataji. All right, great. Next.
Okay, let me try, Prabhu.
Yes.
Asyanubhavang Bhagavan Veda Guyatmam Shivaha Devarishi Narada Sakshat Bhagavan Kapilo Nirpaha.
Well done. Anybody else? How about here? Dr. Tinish? All right. Sham? Seva Priyani. Bhagavan. Nirpa. English? Okay. Anyone else want to try? Anyone online? Angai, did you try?
I haven't yet, Prabhu. Just want to try. Hold on, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Okay, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, yes.
Asyanubhavang Bhagavan Veda Guyatamang Shiva Deva Rishir Narada Sakshat Bhagavan Kapilo Nirpaha.
Oh, nice. Okay, anybody?
I tried,
Yeah.
Prabhu.
Yes,
Lakshmi
yes.
here.
Yes, Mataji.
Asyanubhavan Bhagavan Veda Guhyataman Shiva.
Again. Say it again. Say it again.
Asyanubhavan Bhagavan Veda Guhyatamam Shiva. Devashir Narada Sakshat Bhagavan Kapilo Nirpa.
Okay. Actually, it's Asyanubhavang.
Oh, okay.
Asyanubhavang. All right. Anyway,
Okay,
good
Prabhu.
try. Very nice. That's all. All right. All right. Okay. Is it? No, one enough. All right. No need on. It is, yeah. So, Asyanubhavang Bhagavan Veda Guhyatamang Shiva Deva Rishir Narada Sakshat Bhagavan Kapilo Nirpa. Is it now? Is I'm more clearer? I'm clear.
Yes.
You all can hear me, yeah?
With the microphone a bit distorted.
Oh, microphone distorted.
Yeah. Now okay. Just now okay.
Now distorted.
I mean the slight echo, la, Prabhu. That's all. Nothing else.
Echo. Reduce the echo.
Yes.
All right. So Asya. Never mind. It's okay. You are a neighbor only word. Okay. Asya of him. Anubhavam. Anubhava means glories. Bhagavan, the most powerful. Veda knows. Guhyatamam, very confidentially. Shivaha, Lord Shiva. Devarishi, the great sage among the demigods. Narada, Sakshat, directly. Bhagavan, the personality of Godhead. Kapila, Kapila, Nirpa, O king. Translation and purport by His divine grace, Abhaya Charana Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimati Jayapataka Swami Tinamini Namacharya Padaya Nitai Kripa Pradayini Gaurakada Damadaya Nagaragrama Tarini. O king, so who is addressing now? Bhishma. Bhishma is addressing the king. And who is the king here? Yudhishthira. So Yudhishthira is the king here, all right, because he's just newly crowned after the war. Okay, after the war, he's newly crowned. Okay, 1 second. So Yudhishthira is the king who are just newly crowned after the war, after the Kurukshetra war. What happened? The Pandavas have actually won the war, and now Yudhishthira has been crowned as the king. And while he was crowned as a king, okay, how he went to that place? You know, Bhishma Dev was lying down in a bed of arrow, right? He was lying down in the bed of arrow, and while he was lying down in the bed of arrow, what happened? He was lying down in the bed of arrow and waiting time to die. Okay, Bhishma Dev or this kind of great what they call personalities, they can choose the time of death. So Bhishma is waiting for right time to die. Okay, so what happened? Krishna told Yudhishthira to go well dressed. Will we do that when we go and visit a person who's going to die or sickly person? When we're going to see a sickly person, will we dress very nicely, coat, suit, tie? Will we do that?
No,
We
no.
won't do that, right? But
No.
here, yeah. But here, what did Krishna told Yudhishthira to dress well in his royal outlook. He said, dress up very nicely as in a royal distinct, and he couldn't stand in front of Bhishma Dev, right? So he came there because Bhishma Dev he was very happy to see at last the grandson, he got his rightful hair, because he's supposed to be the king, and of course he got thrown out. Why? Because of this cunning plan of Dhritarashtra and Duryodhana. So, and now Yudhishthira, what they call Bhishma Dev is giving Ardal. He's giving Ardal because Yudhishthira is very heartbroken. He thought that he killed everybody to enjoy the kingdom. What for? Why I should kill everybody and enjoy the kingdom for what? So for this reason, I need to go to hell. And once I go to hell, I'll never come out. That was Yudhishthira's agony, right? But now Bhishma Dev is giving him assurance. He's giving him some kind of assurance, say that no, what you have done is correct. You were never wrong. So in the first conversation, Bhishma Dev, before he passes away, he was advising the grandson that do not lament, don't be heartbroken. What you have done is correct. All right. Okay. Now, so now he's continuing with this his instruction. He says, "O king." King means who? Yudhishthira. Lord Shiva, Narada, the sage among the demigods. That's why Narada called Deva Rishi. Why he called Deva Rishi? Because he's the sage. He's the sage among the devas, right? Deva Rishi and Kapila, the incarnation of Godhead. So who is Kapila? Kapila is one of the Krishna's avatar, incarnation of Godhead. All know very confidentially. All know very confidentially about his glories through direct contact. Whose glories? Anyone can tell me whose glories? Whose glories?
Yudhishthira.
No, about his glory. That means Krishna's glories. Because when you look at the previous verse here, the previous verse is continuing. He said what? This Krishna is no other than inconceivable original personality of Godhead. So while lying down, he was pointing at Krishna and telling, this Krishna is no other than the original Narayana, the supreme enjoyer, Adi Purusha. But he is moving among us. He acts like as though he's one of us, like our family relation. Okay? Among us, just like one of us. And he is bewildering us with his self-created energy. That means he's confusing us. A supreme personality of Godhead is acting like a normal man. So it's bewildering. And now he's continuing here. He says that the king, O king, Lord Shiva is one of the Mahajan, the authority. Narada, who's Narada? The sage among the demigods, great sage. Kapila, who is also incarnation of Krishna. All know very confidentially. They know this very confidentially. That means all this they knew it earlier about his Krishna's glories through direct contact. So far so good. Okay, Uncle? Right, okay. Now, look at the purport, okay, by Srila Prabhupada. Pure devotees, okay. So, when you see pure devotees of the Lord, okay, pure devotees of the Lord are Buddhas. Okay, now we learn some new words here. So, pure devotee of the Lord are called Buddhas. What is Buddha? Okay, not Lord Buddha. Buddhas means Buddhi. Buddhi means intelligent. Buddhi means intelligent. So Buddhas means the one who knows, who are the personified of intelligence. All right. So yes, Mangi.
Prabhu, sorry to interrupt. இங்க என்னோட பாகவதம்ல வந்து Lord are all bhavas னு காட்டுது, அங்க புத்தாஸ் காட்டுது. Bhavas.
True. In the book, it says pure devotees of the Lord are all bhavas, or persons who know the glories. Yours shows Buddhas.
Ama bhavas na potrike. A person who knows the glories, bhavas and Buddhas, all right? Maybe this is the newly edited. Okay, anyway. So now we follow this, all right? So all the pure devotee of the Lord are Buddhas or bhavas. Okay, who are the people or the person who know the glories of the Lord in different transcendental loving service. Person who knows the glories of the Lord in different transcendental loving service. Okay, that means these are the people who know the glories of the God in different transcendental loving service. So that means they have a different transcendental reciprocation with Krishna. Every one of us got a different feeling to Krishna, right? Some like to serve Krishna as a father, some like to serve Krishna as a friend, or like this Bhava or Buddha, right? Bhava. So in these different Bhava, and what is Bhava is transcendental loving service. Okay, example, if you have a Bhava, you like to cook for Krishna, right? Or some have Bhava, like to distribute book for Krishna. Okay, some have Bhava, love to sing for Krishna. All right. So that means why you get that Bhava? Why you get that Bhava? Bhava means what? Ecstatic love, right? Amora. It's a kind of ecstasy, right? Ecstasy. So we all have different ecstasy. The biggest mistake is when we try to generalize them. Right? A person who are introvert, who doesn't associate with anyone, right? Suddenly ask them to go and distribute books on the street, right? Or the person who are very passionate, he love to see people and talk to people, right? He like to go around and meet people. Suddenly ask him to go to the kitchen and start to cook, right? So being extrovert, suddenly ask them to become introvert. So that's when the trouble starts. So that means every one of us got a different bhav. We have got a different way of reciprocating with Krishna, right? The biggest mistake is when we start to generalize them. Why I can do, you cannot do, finish. So shouldn't generalize. Everybody got their distinct. But now So what Prabhupada is telling here, all the pure devotee of the Lord. And here the word that we should mark here is different. They have a different transcendental loving service. As the Lord has innumerable expansion, right, of his plenary form. What is plenary form? So plenary form is from absolute. Okay. And what first is we have that Krishna. Then we have Mahavishnu. From there came Garbhodakshai. From Garbhodakshai came Kisrodakshai, who is a localized aspect. And from him came many aspects. Purusha. Purusha, what they call? There's a term, what they call Purusha Tattva. Yeah, what is it?
Purusha Avatar.
Prabhu.
Purusha Avatar, yeah, there's a term. Yeah, what is that?
Rama.
There's one term I've forgotten. Anyway, so expansion of plenary form. And there are innumerable pure. So plenary form means all these avatar came from Kishirodakshai Vishnu, right? Who lives in Svetadvip, right? Svetadvip. Do you all remember Svetadvip? How many of you can remember Svetadvip?
Yes, Prabhu.
Oh, Mange, before I could ask you, you say yes, ready. Very good. What is Svetadvip, Mange?
Where does the Keshirodakshai Vishnu live?
Who?
Keshirodakshai
Vishnu. Very good.
Yes.
You know Svetadvip? Svetadvip is actually Vaikunta in this material world. The hollow of the universe, where that Dhruva planet is there. Dhruva. So that's a place where you can find Svetadvip. So when you see that when there's a trouble, all the devatas will go to approach Vishnu, right? All the devatas will go to approach Vishnu and ask for help. They say that this demon is creating problem. So the question is, where these devas went? Did they go to that Vaikunta Loka? Or do they went? So that means they couldn't go beyond this material universe. So they all went to that Svetadvip. Svetadvip is the Vaikunta Loka in this material world. And is spiritual. Right? So, so he went there, and they all go there and ask him, "Oh Lord Narayana, we are in trouble." And Lord Narayana says, "Don't worry, I'm coming as avatar." Right? So that means this Svetadvip, that means when you see all the explanation is plenary form, right? From there, he took the form of Ramachandra, Narsingadev, right? For all that incarnation, all right? And through that form, there are innumerable pure devotees of the Lord. That means what? Innumerable pure devotee means what? That means the pure devotee of Narsimha is Prahlad, right? The pure devotee of Lord Ramachandra is Hanuman, and also all is Vanarapada, right? All of them are pure devotees, right? All the Ayodhyas, all of them are so it's a pure devotee of Lord Ram. So that means anytime Krishna take any form, there are a group of pure devotees. So that means what Prabhupada is telling here, innumerable. That means kanakku valakku illadadu. Okay, kanakku valakku illada pure devotees of the Lord. Who are these people who are engaged in exchange of service? That means these are the people who are engaging in the exchange of service. Okay, uncle, do you get what I'm saying? Purida? Okay, I give you a good example. Like today you brought flower. All right, you are bringing flower. So what made you to bring flower? Because here we don't have flower, like last program we don't have flower, so today you brought flower. Yeah, so that is what exchange of love. Exchange, right? Sometimes I give you, there's another way of exchange is like giving gift, sharing gift. I give you present, you give me present, like Christmas. Exchanging, right? So that means these are the pure devotees who engage in exchange of service. The exchange of service. Why? What do you mean by exchange of service? That means when you serve Krishna, Krishna will reciprocate, right? Reciprocate. Do you understand what is reciprocate? That meens Krishna will Krishna will yeah. Respond. Okay, Krishna respond. Correct. So Krishna respond. Krishna respond பண்ணல நமக்கு இங்க இருக்க மாட்டோம், right? என்னடா இப்போ ஒரு சிலைய இல்ல ஒரு படத்தை வச்சுக்கிட்டு நம்ம கும்பிட்டுக்கிட்டு இருக்கோம். Why we are so excited? Because Krishna is responding to us, right? How he respond to us? Through his Paramatma, from the heart. So that means we have some kind of respond. Respond in a, definitely we won't engage in this kind of devotional service, right? Anyway, so that means these are the pure devotees. Okay, these are the pure engage in the exchange of service. I think I better get this. All right. Okay. Okay. So, okay. Engage in exchange of service. Chariya? Okay. So, engage in exchange of service of different humor. All right. Okay. Of different humors. Okay. Ordinarily, there are 12 great devotees of the Lord. Okay. Who are the 12 great devotees? Okay. The word that we're going to use for this 12 great devotee is this. All right. Please. Okay. They are known as Mahajan. Can you see the word? Okay.
Yes, can
All
see
right.
the
So
word.
that means, sorry? You can see, huh?
See the word. Yes.
Okay. So that means the 12 great devotees of the Lord, they are called as Mahajan. Okay. Remember that. They're called Mahajans or the authority. And who are they? Number one is Brahma. Brahma is Mahajan. Number two is Narada. Venkatesh, you must remember this. Yeah? What? Because you are young. You have to memorize all these. My son is asking, why me? Oh, you. Anyway, first is Brahma. Second is Narada. Number three is what? Lord Shiva. Kumara. Who's Kumara? Lord Shiva, you know, right? Lord Shiva. And who is that Kumara? Kumara is the son of Brahma, the 4 Kumaras. Then Kapila, the incarnation of Krishna. Then is Manu. Manu is the preceptor. Okay, Prajapati, they call Prajapati. Why Prajapati? Because we actually came from, okay, okay, my father-in-law. Okay, Brahma Tirinaka, Brahma, Narada. Brahma, Lord Brahma, Nalatale. Okay, Narada Muni. All right, இன்னொரு வந்து சிவபெருமான். Okay, குமாரா வந்து யாருன்னா பிரம்மரோட மகன். பிரம்மருக்கு முதல் 4 மகன் பிறப்பாங்க. 4 sons. Then Kapila. Who's Kapila? Is a Krishna இன்னொரு அவதாரம். Kapila Dev. Then Manu. Manu வந்து யாருன்னா பிரஜாபதி. அப்பனா the human Manu வந்து நம்ம வந்து that's why we are called as Manusan. Why we are known as Manushya? Because we are from that Manu. சரியா? Manu creates human being. Okay? Manu. And what is the author? What is that law book for human being? They call Manu Sangita. Manu Sangita is a law book for human being. All right. Anyway, so Manu. இன்னொரு வந்து பிரகலாத் வந்து யாரு? நரசிம்மன் வரது வந்தாருல அந்த சின்ன பையன்.
Yeah, the little boy.
The little boy. Yes, correct. Prahlad. Then is Bhishma Dev, the grandfather. Then is Janaka. Who's Janaka? Anyone? Janaki's father. And who's Janaki?
Father of Sita.
Lord Ram's father-in-law, Janaka. Shukadev Goswami. Who's Shukadev Goswami? Anyone?
Yes, sir.
The one who wrote Bhagavatam.
Sukadev Goswami.
Mahabharatam.
Sukadev
Right.
Goswami.
Okay. You all know Shukadev Goswami?
Radharani's parent.
Huh?
Radharani's parent.
No, Shukadev Goswami Yarna, the one who
Yes,
spoke
sir.
Srimad Bhagavatam.
Oh.
Remember? Srimad Bhagavatam was spoken by Shukadev Goswami. Right? Then another one is Bali Maharaj. Who is Bali? Moonadi Mani kepanga theriyuma? The Bali Maharaj.
Prahalad.
And at last is
grandson.
Yamaraj. So, Yamaraj, Yamadharman. These are the 12 Mahajan. Remember this. All right? Number one is Brahma, Narada, Lord Shiva, Kumara, Lord Kapila, Manu, Pragalad, Bhishma, Janaka, Sukadev Goswami, Bali Maharaj, and Yamaraj. Okay. Any questions so far? All good? All okay?
Yes,
Any
Prabhu.
question here?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, Prabhu, proceed.
Okay.
Okay, Prabhu.
Any question here? Is my volume. Volume. Okay. All right. So,
Prabhu, here Janaka is Rama's, Prabhu Ramachandra's father-in-law.
yeah,
Okay.
Janaki's father.
Okay.
Lord Ram's Sita Maharani's another name is Janaki.
Yeah. Okay.
So Janaki's father is Janaka.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Just double check.
All right. Okay. Now let's go on. So, Bhishma Dev, although one of the Mahajan, has mentioned only 3 important names of the 12 who know the glories of the Lord. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is another. Who is he? He's a great exponent. Okay, now before that, I want to tell something. So now, although Bhishma Dev, one of them, has mentioned 3 important names. Do you understand what it meant here? Do you understand? Do you understand what Prabhupada is trying to tell here? Hello?
No.
You don't understand. Okay, now let's go up. Let's look at this purport. What it says, translation. What Bhishma Dev is telling, O King, Lord Shiva number 1, Narada number 2, Kapila. He only mentioned 3 people. You understand?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
All know very confident about your glories. He only mentioned 3 when there are how many? 12. When there are 12, he only mentioned 3. Now you understand?
Yeah,
Yes,
yes,
Prabhu.
Prabhu.
You understand? Right. So now the thing is, although Bhishma Dev is one of them, he's one of the 12 Mahajan, but he only has mentioned only 3 important names. Okay, only mentioned 3 of the 12 who knows the glories of the Lord. Okay, why? Now let's see what Vishwanath Chakravarti says. This Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Vishwanath Chakravarti, who is he now? Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is one of the Acharya in our Guru Parambara. Why we call our the Hare Krishna movement is authentic? Why? Because it come in Guru Parambara. Right? Everything we need Parambara. Yes or not? Parambara illama nadula vandu yaradhu oru pudukitte thirindu oru pudu swami adala vandanga we cannot believe. So this Parambara, Guru Parambara. Okay. So Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is one of the Parampara, one of the Acharya. Okay. And Prabhupada used his commentary and also to translate. He studied his commentary before he translated into English in purport. Okay. So now let's see. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, one of the great Acharya in the modern age, explained Anubhava. He explained this word Anubhava. Okay. In Tamil also called Anubhava, or the glory of the Lord, is first appreciated by the devotee in ecstatic manifestation. That means, now let's look at this. Okay. Okay, now let's look at this. It's very important. Please take note or pay attention. If you don't understand, please ask me a question. So, Srila Vishwanath Das Chakravarti Thakur, yaar every? All right. Let me see. Anyway, is it all Indians or we have Chinese here? Chinese devotees?
Acharya.
We don't have Chinese. Okay, that means we can. I can use Tamil and another English. Cherry. Is Papa Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur yaru is one of the great Acharya. Periya Acharya yaru nama paramparayila. All right. In the modern age, explain Anubhava. Anubhavamna explain பண்றாரு. What is that? Or the glories of the Lord is first appreciated by the devotee. So that means the glories of the Lord is first appreciated. They start to appreciate by the devotee. How? In ecstasy. Okay, that means they start to appreciate the Lord in ecstasy. Ecstasy another, like what they call ecstasy in Tamil. Ecstasy, right? Perinbam. Perinbam. All right, in ecstasy, manifesting. Okay, how the ecstasy, the perinbam eppadi varudhu? How? By manifesting the symptoms of perspiring. Appo or ecstasy vandishna mother perspiration. Maybe that's why you perspired the day. I think Dr. Dinesh was in a great ecstasy until it perspired a lot on his last Gita class. All right, not panic. Oh, my problem. Okay, so the manifestation of ecstasy and the perinbam eppadi namalukku kaatuduna, first is perspiring, verukkiradhu. ரெண்டாவது trembling, கை கால் நடுங்கும் அந்த உற்சாகத்துல, அந்த எக்ஸ்டசில கை கால் நடுங்கிறது, நடுக்கம். மூணாவது weeping, அழுவுறது. ஓகே, சரத்துல நம்ம சான் பண்ணும்போது we start to cry, weeping. Okay, then bodily eruption. Okay, அதாவது என்னது, அந்த goosebump, அந்த முடியல நிக்கும்ல அது மாதிரி, etc. Okay, so இதுதான் வந்து அனுபவா. This is first appreciated by devotee. அப்ப நம்ம வந்து சனத்துல பார்க்கும்போது நம்ம வந்து இந்த பக்தியில வந்து நல்ல உற்சாகமா வந்து வரும்போது, இது some of the symptoms that we go through. That is number one, perspiring, வேர்க்கிறது, கை கால் நடுக்கிறது, weeping, bodily eruption. Where do you learn this? You learn this in Nectar of Devotion. The symptoms of ecstatic love, right? So Nectar of Devotion இது வந்து ரொம்ப ஆழமா is explained. Okay, which are further enhanced in the இதுக்கு தவிர is further enhanced by steady understanding of the glories of the Lord. அப்ப இந்த அனுபவம், இந்த இது நம்ம அடையும் போது நம்ம வந்து இந்த மாதிரி நடுக்கம், வேர்க்கிறது, அழுவுறது, இந்த மாதிரிலாம் வரும்போது அது வந்து என்னன்னா is enhanced, அதாவது நம்மளோட வந்து enhance பண்ணுது, right? By steady understanding of the glories of the Lord. Okay, such different understanding. Okay, இந்த பல விதமான understanding of bhava. Okay, bhavana ecstatic, அதோட உணர்ச்சி வாசம், right? Such different understanding of bhava are exchanged between யாரு, யசோதா and the Lord, right? ஒரு உதாரணம் வந்துட்டு, அந்த யசோதாவும் கிருஷ்ணாவும் வந்து அவங்க ரெண்டு பேரு உள்ள அந்த தொடர்பு, அந்த எக்ஸ்டாட்டிக். First எப்படின்னா, okay, now let's look at this. யசோதா தாயார் என்ன செஞ்சாங்க, கிருஷ்ணரை கண்டோனே ஓகே தன்னாலே பால் சுரக்கும். Okay, she start to ooze what they call milk from the breast, and whenever she start to see Krishna, she'll be in great ecstasy, the body will be trembling, the head she'll having a goosebump. All right, and further enhancing steady under. Okay, அதுக்கு அப்புறம் என்ன செய்வாங்க, then அதுக்கு அப்புறம் வந்து மத யசோதா இந்த என்ன சொல்றது, இந்த கிருஷ்ணரை பிடிச்சி கையில கட்டுறது. Okay, இது வந்து ஒரு உதாரணம். Okay, so and in the chariot dream, okay, இன்னொரு உதாரணம், ஒரு exchange of love என்னன்னா, யாரு, chariot driving by the Lord in exchange of love for Krishna with Arjuna. இன்னொரு அனுபவம் என்னன்னா, அர்ஜுனனுக்கு தேரோட்டியா நிக்கிறது, right? தேரோட்டி. Can you imagine a supreme personality become a தேரோட்டி for Arjuna? Because அர்ஜுனன் தேரோட்டி என்னது, ஏன் வந்து கர்ணனை தேரோட்டி சொல்லும்போது ரொம்ப வருத்தப்பட்டாரு. Why? Because தேரோட்டி consider a very low class job. அந்த காலத்துல அந்த ஹைராக்கில தேரோட்டியா இருக்கிறது வந்து ஒரு low class job. ஏன்னா அவன் தேரோட்டியா இருக்கும்போது சண்டை போடும் போது அவன் சொல்ல முடியாது left right சொல்ல முடியாது, go left go right சொல்ல முடியாது. அந்த அவன் வந்து அந்த ஏரோவை பிடிச்சி நிக்கும் போது என்ன செய்வாங்கன்னா, ஒரே எத்து முதுவை லெஃப்ட் ஹேண்ட் சைடு ஏத்துனா தேர் லெஃப்ட் ஹேண்ட் சைடு போகும், ரைட் ஹேண்ட் சைடுல ஏத்துனா தேர் ரைட் ஹேண்ட் சைடு. சோ உதப்படணும், so you get kicked, right? In Mahabharata there's one story, right? When Dronacharya was asked to become a chariot driver for who? Do you remember? Do you ever read that? யாரு Dronacharya
கர்ணன்,
தேரோட்டியா உட்கார வச்சாங்க, யாருக்கு? anyone?
கர்ணன். இது
யாரு?
கர்ணன்.
கர்ணன், எஸ். கர்ணனுக்கு துரோணாச்சாரியர் தேரோட்டியா வந்தார். You know, Karnanike, Dronacharya became Teroti. Yaru Dronacharya, a great valiant fighter and a guru. And he became a Teroti for Karnan. அந்த இதுலயே அவர் ரொம்ப அப்செட் ஆயிருவாரு. துரியோதனா சொல்லுவாரு, யூ பிகம் a Teroti for கர்ணன். சோ அந்த மாதிரி சரியா? ஏன் எதுக்குன்னா கர்ணனோட இது பண்றதுக்கு, டு மேக் கர்ணன், பிகாஸ் துரியோதனா நோ வெரி வெல் துரோணாச்சாரியருக்கு ஏறக்குறைய பாண்டவர்கள் மேல ஒரு பாசம் இருக்கும். he suspect இந்த because he trained them up. இவருக்கு எங்கேயும் உங்க பாசம் இருக்கும். அப்ப என்ன செய்ய, ஆனா கர்ணனுக்கு அர்ஜுனனை கண்டா சரியான ஆத்திரம், கிரேட் எனிமி. அப்ப என்ன பண்ணுவாரு, கர்ணன் சொல்லி துரியோதனன் சொல்லி நீ தேரோட்டியா போ. அப்ப அந்த தேரோட்டும் போது he'll get very upset. ஓகே, அப்ப இதுல பார்த்தோம்னா chariot driving by the Lord in exchange with love with Arjuna. ஓகே, அவரே வந்தாரு, நான் உனக்கு தேர் ஓட்டுறேன் சரியா. So these glories of the Lord are exhibited in his being subordinate before his devotee. ஓகே, இதுதான் ரொம்ப முக்கியமான விஷயம். அப்ப இந்த புகழ் the Lord exhibited in his being subordinated by before his devotee. அதாவது இறைவன் பகவான் பக்தர்களுக்கு சேவை செய்யறதுக்கு அவருக்கு ஒரு உற்சாகம், ஒரு சந்தோஷம். ரைட்? சோ நம்ம எவ்வளவுதான் வந்து we are trying to serve Krishna, at the same way Krishna is ready to serve you as a devotee. அதான் living exchange, right? Yes or not? அவனும் நோக்கினால் அவளும் நோக்கினால், அவனும் நோக்கினால் அவளும். அப்ப see, when the people are falling in love, the boy approaches, the girl approaches. அப்பதான் loving வருது, right? அவன் நோக்கினால் இவன் ஓடுனானா என்ன ஆகும்? இல்ல அவள் நோக்கினால் இவன் கண்டுக்கலைன்னு என்ன ஆகும்? there's no relationship. அதே மாதிரிதான் so இந்த glories, இந்த புகழ் என்னன்னா, the Lord exhibited in his being subordinate. அவர் வந்து பக்தர்களுக்கு அடிமையா இருந்தது, இது வந்து அவரோட ஒரு புகழ். So far so good? Understand?
Understand, Prabhu.
Okay, Prabhu.
And that is another feature of the glories of the Lord. இது இறைவனோட இன்னொரு அங்கம். Shukadev Goswami and Kumaras, although situated in transcendental position, அதாவது யாரு, சுகதேவரும் குமாரர்கள், the four son. சுகதேவ் யாரு, the son of யாரு, Sukadev, who Sukadev? The son of
Vyasa.
Vyasa. So Sukadev is son of Vyasa, Kumara is son of Brahma. Okay, so Sukadev Goswami and Kumaras, although situated in the transcendental position, okay, situated in the transcendental position, right, became converted by another feature of Bhava and turned into the pure devotee of the Lord. அதாவது என்னன்னா, சுகதேவரும் குமரரும் they are already in spiritual line. சரியா? They are already in spiritual line. Okay, let me highlight this. It is a very interesting. இத தெரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டாலே உங்களுக்கு வந்து பாதி விஷயம் தெரிஞ்ச மாதிரி, right? Anyway, all right. Now, although Sukadev Goswami and Kumaras, இவங்க ரெண்டு பேர் யாரு, பிரம்மரோட மகனோ வியாசர் மகனோ, although situated, okay, the word although, ஆனாலும் அவர் வந்து ஆன்மீக பதவியில இருந்தாலும் became converted. அப்படி என்ன அர்த்தம்? convert என்ன மதம் மாறுறது, மனசு மாறுறது, right? You all understand? What do you mean convert? Already Brahma, Kumara, the son of Brahma, Sukadev, the son of Vyasa, they convert. What do you mean by that? அப்படி என்ன அர்த்தம் புரியுதா? ஒரு பெரிய மகானா இருந்துகிட்டு அவரு மனசு மாறுறாராம். Convert to what? Convert to another feature of Bhava. இது why it's right? I cannot see here. Oh, right, see here. Right. I cannot see the cursor. Where's the cursor? Oh, right, see here. Okay. So converted by another feature of bhava. Okay. To another feature. அப்படா இன்னொரு அங்கம் ஆன்மீகத்துல இன்னொரு அங்கத்துல வந்திருக்காரு பாவா. And after that turned into a pure devotee of the Lord. அப்படா என்ன அர்த்தம்? All right. What does this mean? That means formally Sukadev Goswami was a Brahmavadi who were thinking that God is holy. சரியா? At the same time, Kumara, the sons of this thing, also was a Brahmavadi. Brahmavadi என்ன அர்த்தம்? கடவுளுக்கு ரூபம் இல்ல, கடவுள் ஒளி. ஜோதி 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 சுயம், ஜோதி 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 அருள். அந்த பாட்டுல கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கீங்களா? கடவுளுக்கு formless God. Even though they are situated there, but they are in their thought. அப்ப என்ன ஆச்சுன்னா, சுகதேவ் கோஸ்வாமிட்ட ஸ்ரீமத் பாகவதம் வியாசர் ஓதன கையோட அப்புறம்தான் சுகதேவ் கோஸ்வாமிக்கு அவருக்கு ரியலைஸ் பண்ணாரு, கடவுள் வந்து சச்சிதானந்த விக்கிரகா. சட்னது இட்டர்னல், சிட்னா நாலேஜ், விக்கிரகான உடல். அவர் ஒரு சச்சிதானந்த விக்கிரகா. அப்பதான் அவரை உணர்ந்தாரு சுகதேவ் கோஸ்வாமி. எப்ப அவங்க அப்பாட்டது இந்த பாகவதம் ஞானத்தை பெற்ற கிடைச்ச கையோட. அதே மாதிரி குமாராஸ் அவங்க என்ன பண்ணாங்க, பிரம்மா சொல்லுவாங்க, நான் உங்களை தயாரிச்சிட்டேன், நீங்க போயிட்டு start to procreate, start to create more people. இவங்க 4 பேர் சொல்லுவாங்க, no, we are here, we don't know what we are here and what we are, so we want to look for a truth. அந்த நேரத்துல பிரம்மா காத்து வந்துடும். ரைட்? அப்ப வந்து எப்பனா ஒரு மகன் அப்பா பேச்ச கேட்காதது இப்ப நடந்த விஷயம் இல்லை, ஆதி காலத்துல இருந்து. சோ அந்த இடத்துல போயிருவாங்க. அப்ப போயிட்டு இருக்கும்போது என்ன ஆகும், திடீர்னு அவங்களுக்கு ஒரு வாசம் வரும், சுவாசம். என்னடா இது வாசம் ஒரு மாதிரி இருக்க, அவரை பார்ப்பாங்க, அங்க ரொம்ப ஜொலிக்கும். அந்த ஜொலிக்கும் போது அப்படியே அந்த இடத்தை நோக்கி போவாங்க. When they travel, they came to a place and they surprised to see, இது என்ன இடம் புதுசா இருக்க, what place is that? He was surprised. அப்ப என்ன செய்வாரு, அது உள்ளுக்கு நுழைவாரு. நுழைஞ்சாக 2 பெரிய செக்யூரிட்டி கார்டு இருப்பாங்க, ஜயா விஜயா. அவங்க என்ன சொல்லுவாங்க, you don't come here, go, get out, I want to see who's inside there அப்படின்னு அவங்க சொல்லுவாங்க. They say, Lord Narayana. Narayana, who is he? I want to see him. No, you cannot see him, he's resting. No, I want to go in. அப்ப முடியாதுன்னு சொன்னா அவங்க ஆத்திரம் வந்தோடனே குமாரா என்ன செய்வாங்க, சபிப்பாங்க. மண்லோகத்துல போய் பிறப்பாய், you will be born in the earth, மண்லோகம். சரியா? அங்க போய் நீ பிரிவு எடுக்கணும்னு சாப்பிடுவாங்க. அப்ப இதுல என்ன நம்ம புரிஞ்சுக்கலாம், இந்த மண்லோகத்துல நம்ம பிறந்தது ஒரு சாபக்கேடு, பாவம். ரைட்? நம்ம நினைக்கலாம், oh, we are very happy, we are born here, we are glorious. No, I born as an Indian, I born as a Chinese, I born as a Malay, I born in Malaysia. I got so much of money, I got so much of wealth. I'm so good looking, I got beautiful wife, I got good children, I have everything nice. Right? Sometimes they say, they celebrate happy birthday. It's so happy that you're born in this world. Happy birthday to you. Right? And sometimes they say, oh, when the birthday comes, they throw a big party celebrating the day we born. For what? Because we are in ignorance. Because when we taken birth in this place, it's considered a curse. Right? It's a curse to be born here. Why? Because we didn't fulfill what we supposed to do. Because we had a desire. So why we born here? Because we had a desire. What desire? To become Purusha and to become a Ishvara, to become an enjoyer and to become a controller. Right? Everybody try to control. Like for instance, when you are in army, my father-in-law was an ex-army soldier. So what happened? Jinping want to control. The Communist Party want to control this place, right? Jinping want to control. Right? Because it's a nature for every human being to control. They want to be a controller. And after they become a controller, then what they do? They enjoy. They want to be an enjoyer. So this is the habit that have been happening since time immemorial. இந்த இடத்துல வந்துட்டு Kumara will curse these two fellows, Jaya Vijaya, and that's when Lord Narayana will come out. Lord Narayana பார்த்த கையோட அப்படியே ஷாக் ஆயிருவாரு. Who are you? I am. Oh, அப்புறம் the four Kumaras will surrender to Krishna. அப்ப என்னன்னா பிரம்மவாடியா இருந்து கடவுள் ரூபம் இல்லன்னு சொல்றது, அந்த கிருஷ்ணா பாதத்தில் இருந்த துளசி அந்த வாசத்தை இழுத்து, என்னடா இங்கேயோ வாசம் வருதே, அங்க போனா இன்னும் ஜொலி ஜொலிக்குதே, இந்த ரெண்டு விஷயத்த பார்த்து அந்த இடத்துக்கு போய் they became a devotee. They converted from Brahmavadi to this thing, to become a pure devotee. அப்ப என்னாச்சு? மகான்கள் சாபம் cannot reverse the curse. அப்ப அவங்க என்ன சொல்லுவாங்க? பரவாயில்ல, நீ சாபம் விட்டுட்ட, இந்த சாபத்தை நம்ம ஒண்ணு கழிக்க முடியாது. அப்ப குமார, the four Kumaras will give option to Jaya Vijaya. 7 பிறவி நீ பக்தனா பிறக்கிறியா, இல்ல 3 பிறவி அரக்கனா பிறக்கிறியா? அரக்கனா தெரியுமா? டீமன். சரிதா? ஆப்ஷன் கொடுப்பாங்க. 7 பிறவி நீ பக்தனா இந்த மண் லோகத்துல பிறக்கிறியா, இல்ல 3 பிறவி அரக்கனா பிறக்கிறியான்னு கேட்பாங்க. இவர் என்ன சொல்லுவாரு? நான் அரக்கனாவே பிறந்துடுறேன். ஆல்ரைட், நீ அரக்கனா பிறக்கிறியா போற. இந்த 2 பேரு தான் became ஹிரண்யாக்ஷா, ஹிரண்யகசிபு. அப்புறம் என்னது? கம்சா, சிசுபாலா, அப்புறம் ராவணா, கும்பகர்ணா. So these are the people. சரியா? So அந்த மாதிரி வருவாங்க. Okay, now. So they became a devotee. Tribulation imposed upon the devotee of the Lord constituted another exchange. So tribulation is another. What is tribulation? Custom. சரி, நினைக்கிறேன் என்னடா நான் பக்தன் இவ்வளவு படாத படுறேன். Tribulation, right? So tribulation imposed என்னது? கொடுக்கப்பட்டது. Upon the devotee of the Lord constitute another exchange of the transcendental bhava between the Lord and the devotees. Okay, check tribulation. How we yes, my good. Tribulation என்ன அர்த்தம் பாருங்க. Tribulation meaning tribulation, a cause of great trouble and suffering. சரியா? A cause of great trouble and suffering. So tribulation is imposed upon the devotee. It's imposed na கொடுக்கப்பட்டது, download upon the devotee of the Lord is what? It's also constitute another exchange of transcendental bhava between the Lord and the devotees. அப்ப என்ன அர்த்தம்? நம்ம பக்தரா இருக்கும்போது ஏதாச்சும் பிரச்சனைகள் வந்துச்சுன்னா we should understand this is another exchange of love. Why? My wife, ஐயோ, எவ்வளவுக்கு எவ்வளவு ஒரு பக்தர்களுக்கு கஷ்டம் வந்துச்சுன்னா அவ்வளவுக்கு அவ்வளவு we understand that is the exchange of love with Krishna. How many of you like tribulation? Raise your hand. நம்ம வேண்டிக்குமா, இறைவா எனக்கு கஷ்டத்தை கொடு, எவ்வளவுக்கு எவ்வளவு கஷ்டம் வருதோ அவளுக்கு எவ்வளவு நீ கவனிப்ப. That is the prayer of Queen Kunti. Now you all understand or not? Queen Kunti, those who follow the Queen Kunti prayer, you understand what she pray? Give me more and more problem, give me more and more trouble, so that I can always remember you. When I remember you, I'll surpass, I'll pass through repeated birth and death. சரியா? So அப்பனா வந்துட்டு ஒரு டிவோட்டிஸ்க்கு வந்து இந்த மாதிரி ட்ரிபுலேஷன்லாம் வருது என்னன்னா, it is another transcendental bhava between the Lord and the devotee. Okay, I give you a very good example. This example, of course, we all have experienced it, but of course, and it was spoken by Amarendra Prabhu. You all know Amarendra Prabhu?
Yes, sir.
You all know, huh? All right. Suddenly we are driving, we stuck in the jam. அந்த நேரத்துல திடீர்னு வைத்த கலக்க ஆரம்பிச்சிருச்சு. What do you do? The car is not moving. வைத்த கலக்குது, you have to go to toilet. What are you going to do? What do you do? Have you experienced that before? Never. All right. You never got stuck in a jam, lah.
God, Prabhu. God,
Ipoh,
Prabhu.
such a
Once.
nice. Huh?
God experienced it once, Prabhu.
So what do you do, Prabhu?
I was like praying for Lord Jagannath. Jagannath, please
Pray
show
to
me
Lord
some-
Jagannatha.
show me some washroom, please. I cannot enter this anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You know, I've got this many times. When you're stuck in the jam, when your stomach start this thing, I pray, oh Krishna, please. I couldn't find toilet. Please keep me whole until I reach home. And amazingly, it happened, right? I mean, you have not experienced it, so you won't know. Right? So what happened, Prabhu? Lord Jagannath saved you or not?
Yes, Prabhu, he did, Prabhu.
He did save you. All right. So that's the thing. So is example of translation. That means whenever we get into trouble, the only thing that we always look at Krishna and ask for is mercy. So it's also another transcendental bhava. Okay, now the Lord says, I put my devotees into difficulty. That means what? Let's say the Lord says, look at this. The Lord says, Venkatesh, pay attention. The Lord says, I put my devotees into difficulty. So Krishna says, I put my devotee into difficulties. Why? And thus the devotee becomes more purified in exchanging transcendental bhava with me. Right? Okay. Sometimes our children misbehave. Right? So what we do? We give them punishment. Right? Like those days, I'm not sure now you don't do that. Those days they like to lock them in the room, right? கடைசி ரூம்ல உள்ள தள்ளி போட்டு பூட்டிடுறது. நீங்க செஞ்சிருக்கீங்களா அப்படி? அனுபவிச்சிருக்கீங்களா? My father always liked to throw me in the கடைசி room and put run. So he put me in difficulty for what? So that means is that difficulty is something that to torture me? No. But of course, my father is mundane, he's material. But when we look at Krishna, he put us in difficulty for what? So that we will become more purified. And where the purification come from? How does that purification? Huh? Speak loud. Yes, thinking about him in a difficult way. In difficult time, we think about him. Whenever we go through suffering, we think about him. That's why when you see when people get 7.5, I think this month, Sani Perchi. எத்தனை பேர் ராசி பலனை பார்த்து பயந்துட்டு இருப்பீங்க? எத்தனை பேர் ராசி பலனை பாத்தீங்க? Anyone? Did you check your Rasi?
No.
No, okay. இந்த மாசம் சனி பெயர்ச்சி. யாராவது போய் உங்க ராசியை செக் பண்ணீங்களா? ஹலோ, யாருமே பாக்குறது இல்லையோ? வெரி குட்ல.
நான் செக் பண்ண மாட்டேன் பிரபு.
யார் இது? ஓ மீரா don't check. Okay.
People are sending the links and all that lah for the.
Yeah la. Even we don't want to see also people send the link. இதுக்கு என்ன லாபம் 75, நஷ்டம் 25, all these things.
But don't know, I think we can just use it as a guideline lah. But other than that,
see, Lord Shani is a great devotee of Krishna. So when you study that Shani Stuti is a prayer of Lord Shani to Lord Narasimhadev. The reason when a person gets 7.5, 2.5 or whatever half, what you should do? You should pray to Lord Venkatachalapati or pray to Hanuman, right? That is the only solution. It is not go to Sani Bhagavan and do Archana and go around him. Already we want to avoid him seeing us, and somehow you go and stand in front of him and do Archana. What will happen? Say, when Lord Shani forget about you, hey, only na maradhittene, finish. Right? So adhikku nam enna seiyunona, the best worship is to chant Narasingha Stuti that sung by Lord Shani. So all this kind of difficulty, how he sent you through that 9 planets, and of course to the fellow people and all these things. So all these things, what they will do, they will naturally engage us. If any one of you who have think that your time is not good, right? Because you're not telling me, I don't know. But if you think your time is not good, no good, there's only one solution, right? There are 2 solutions, right? The best solution is to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare is the best solution. Best parigaram. You need to go to that. There's a place, a lot of Shani's place in India. We do not need to go there to get purified. Right? Nalla, something like that. That's one place. Just chant Hare Krishna. And number two, you know what? To read Bhagavad Gita or Srimad Bhagavatam. Because that's one of the glories. Those who have joined my Gita Gyan class. If you worship Bhagavad Gita in the house, what will happen? The evil planet and the bad spirits, Saivana, Katu, Karpu, the evil planet like Saniswaran, Ragu, Kedu in the planet, even Saba Kedu, Yedume and the Vituluk Nolayade. It is that auspicious just to worship Gita. And imagine if you read Gita, what will happen? That's why I always encourage the devotees. Carry a Bhagavad Gita with you wherever you go. Wherever I go for business, see, when I go for my business talk classes, I always carry a Bhagavad Gita with me. There will be always a Bhagavad Gita in the car. Because the Bhagavad Gita is the greatest kavacha, protection. Right? So, just by keeping it so glorious, imagine when you read it. So, that means what Krishna says here, that I will put, that means, wait, let me see, where is it? My cursor is so small, I can't even see. How to change the cursor? So tiny. All right, anyway, where is it? Okay. No, it's okay, it's okay. So devotee become purified, action, okay. Placing the devotee into material trouble, that means what? Now Prabhupada is telling, placing the devotee into material trouble means delivering him from the illusory material relationship. Right? So that means sometimes when Krishna put us in material trouble, what does it mean? That means he's delivering us from the illusory material relationship. Sometimes my best friend cheated me. My spouse cheated me. Right? My children betrayed me. All these things for what? To make us realize that no one is there to save us. To make us realize that whoever it is, all these people are very embodied. Right? Even they don't betray us, they will betray us when the time of death comes. Like last Sunday early in the morning, right? 2 boys traveling from Kolakangsa. They are just staying right opposite my house. I mean, opposite Taman. These 2 boys went to Kolakangsa, came back home, and don't know what happened. Met an accident. Both of them died. 22 and 27. All right, 22 and 27. Both boys died. Right? Sometimes when we see a relation of us who dying, it's already heartbreaking. But what happened when both dies together? Right? And I heard the mother was lamenting terribly. There was a terrible lamentation. Right? The worst thing for a parents is to see the children dying is the worst kind of suffering. It's according to the Chanakya Pandit. The worst suffering is to see the own children dying. Right? So now she had a double blow. But sometimes if it happened to the devotee, we realize, yes. All right. So this example, right? So this all, that means our relationship and everything is all considered like illusory material relationship. All right. Anyway, the material relations are based on, okay, where is it? All right. Okay, the material relationships. Okay, the material relationship. What is material relationships? Material relationships are based on reciprocation of material enjoyment. That is how the material reciprocation. How do you want to please your wife? Buy her gold. Right? How you want to please your husband? Cook for him his favorite dish. So that means there is some kind of material matter that you exchange and create this kind of material enjoyment, reciprocation, which depends mainly on material resources. Sharia? That means it depends on the material resources. Isn't that fantastic? That means As long I start to give something material, the gold is a date matter, right? Urkran, make into jewelry and give to my wife, and my wife will be very happy. So the exchange of happiness is through the material resources. You understand what I mean? Okay. Therefore, when material resources are withdrawn, so when these material resources are withdrawn, taken away by the Lord, the devotee becomes 10% attracted towards the Krishna. Okay, anyway, so far any question?
No, Prabhu.
Okay, so 10% attracted towards the transcendental loving service of the Lord, especially to the devotees. Chariya, right? Have you seen or not? There's so many stories. Example, there was a have you heard about great Mahans? Sometimes when the wife passes away, when the children, whatever happened, they became a pure devotee. Can you recall any of them? Any one of them? Exactly. Fantastic. Gaura Kishore Das Babaji, one of the Acharya in our parampara. After his wife died, he became a pure devotee. He gave up everything and fully surrendered to Krishna. Okay. Anyone else? Anyone that you can recall? Based on what we have studied Bhagavatam for the last 1 month? Anyone? Let's see who can recall. Huh? Mangi, you have to unmute yourself. You are saying something, I can't hear you. Anyone?
No, Prabhu, I just laughing.
Huh?
I just laughing only, Prabhu.
Oh, you're just laughing. All right. Who is the another person? When his family member passed away, he gave up and became a pure devotee. Who? Can anyone recall? Who have been joining my class? Anyone? Madhuramon Prabhu, do you have anyone in mind?
Lord Chaitanya.
No, not Chaitanya is wrong. Okay, Lord Chaitanya is different. Okay, we can also say Lord Chaitanya, but his wife was never, nobody died, but
The wife died.
yeah, but he married a second one.
Oh, yeah.
Vishnupriya.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who is that another great personality we studied just last week, or yeah, even last week also we discussed. Exactly, Mangi, you are saying it out. Unmute. I can hear you. Yare. I just saw you uttering. What do you think? Who? Finish.
Last week only, yeah, Prabhu.
Just last week also we discussed about this.
Wait,
In his
Prabhu.
previous birth, he was the son of maid servant. Narada. How come you know? Oh, my son predicted. Narada Muni.
Narada.
His wife was bitten by the snake, and after the mother died, the one and only attachment, he became a great devotee, right? Yes,
yes,
Narada Muni. Remember? All right. Oh, that means na class Muni KPO. Okay. At home, my children all never listen to me, including my wife. And of course, they have to sit in front of me, they have to listen to the talk. Very good. So that means they became a 10% transcendent loving service to the Lord. Okay. Thus, the Lord snatches the fallen soul from the mire of material existence. So that means the Lord snatch என்னது ஒரே புடுகு புடுங்கிடுவாரு, கவ்விடுவாரு, கவுறது, snatch, கவுறது. All right. That means a tiger snatch the deer. Cover, ஒரே கவு. Snatch the fallen soul from the mire of material existence. Maya என்னது? Maya means what? Illusion, right? Let's see. What is the English word says? Complex. Maya meaning. Complicated or unpleasant situation. Right? So Maya means it is a complicated and unpleasant situation. So that means this material existence is so complicated and it's unpleasant, right? What do you think, uncle? Very complicated, huh? Things, everything is complicated. So that means The Lord snatches, right, the fallen soul. We are all a fallen soul from the mire of material existence. All right. So sometimes we may ask, why God have to give us suffering? That's the usual question. When God is our father, when Krishna is our father, எதுக்கு நம்மள இவ்வளவு கஷ்டத்துல போடுறாரு? Don't play with it. எதுக்கு இவ்வளவு கஷ்டத்துல போடுறாரு? இவ்வளவு துன்பத்தை தராரு? எதுக்கு இந்த சோதனை? ஈஸியா வந்து எல்லாத்தையும் கூட்டு போயிடும் நீ தானே? எதுக்கு?
For realization, Prabhu.
ஏன்னா இந்த கஷ்டங்கள், இந்த சோதனைகள் என்னன்னா, Krishna is trying to snatch us away from the material existence. But sometimes people don't understand. கஷ்டம் ரொம்ப வந்துச்சுன்னா people used to commit suicide. Right? தற்கொலை பண்ணிக்கிறது, இல்ல கண்ட பழக்க வழக்கத்துல போறது, போதையாதம். So they all go into that because of suffering. Right? But actually when you see, the Lord is actually snatching the more and more suffering. அடி மேல் அடி விழுந்தால் அமியம் நவருன்றாங்களே. So he put us in this kind of difficulty so he can snatch us or take us away from this material existence. So tribulation. So now the tribulation offered by the Lord, right? The tribulation offered by the Lord. What do you mean by offered by Lord? Tribulation, கஷ்டங்கள் இறைவன் மூலமா வருது. அதுக்கு என்ன ஆதாரம்? What is that evidence that Krishna is giving us suffering? What is the verse? Yeah. So what is the verse? Who said that Krishna give us happiness and suffering? When we are suffering, when suffering goes through, and Krishna give us that, what is the evidence? Brahma Samhita 5:1. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. Sarva Karanathukku avarda karanam. Right? All these things offered by the Lord to his devotee are different from the tribulation reserved for the vicious action. So now let's look at this. So the suffering a devotee goes through is totally different from the suffering that goes through by from a vicious action. That means from a பயங்கரமான செயல் மூலமா. All these glories of the Lord are especially known as, okay, that means now, okay, now Prabhupada is coming. So now all these glories of the Lord are especially known to the great Mahajan. இந்த 12 பேருக்கு இதுக்கு எல்லாத்துக்கும் தெரியும். Like Brahma, Shiva, Narada, Kapila, Kumara and Bhishma, as mentioned above. And one is able to grasp it by their grace. அவங்க ஆசீர்வாதம் இல்லாம நம்ம வந்து இந்த லெவலுக்கு அந்த பக்தி வாழ்க்கையை அடையிறதுக்கு ரொம்ப கஷ்டம். யாருகிட்ட? இந்த 12 மகாஜன் மூலமா. பிரம்மர், சிவபெருமான், நாரத முனி, கபிலா, குமாரா, பீஷ்மா and others. சரியா? As mentioned above. Okay? So, do you have any question? Any comment? Any question? Finish? Uncle? Clear? ஏன்னா பாகவதம் வந்து கொஞ்சம் high standard. Right? But anyway, no problem. Anytime, அதாவது ஒரு லட்டை எங்க கடிச்சாலும் இனிக்கும். முன்னுக்கு கடிச்சாலும் இனிக்கும், பின்னாடி கடிச்சாலும் இனிக்கும். So it doesn't, it's not too late. Even you start halfway also, it's okay. All right. So dear devotees, do you have any questions, any comment? So we end the session here 9:15 because we கொஞ்சம் late ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டோம். So it's already 9:15. Next week we do text 20. Okay, young manyase matuleyam priyam mitram suhirtamam akaro sachivang dutam suhirdat atta saratim. O king, the personality whom out of ignorance only you thought to be your material cousin, your very dear friend, well-wisher, counselor, messenger, benefactor, is that very personality of God of Krishna. All right. So Bhishma Dev ஆறுதல் சொல்ல போறார். Okay. When we look at this passing of Bhishma, every verse contained the Bhishma Devar இறக்க போற அந்த கொடுக்கிற தத்துவம், it is the summum bonum, அதாவது summary of the entire Vedic literature. தெரியுதா? இது ரொம்ப ரொம்ப முக்கியமான கருத்து இந்த dying of Bhishma Dev we will learn. Number one is prayer of Queen Kunti Patakom. It's a glorious prayer. Second is passing of Bhishma days. இந்த இடத்துல கூட சொல்லுவாரு எப்படி நம்ம நடந்துக்கணும். என்னது அந்த என்ன சொல்றது அந்த சஹஸ்ர நாமம் இது எல்லாமே இந்த இதுல வரும். The instruction, right? So it's very very important. அதனால நம்ம என்ன செய்வோம்னா இந்த வேர்ஸ்ல வந்துட்டு we go word by word because இந்த விஷயத்துல நம்ம நிறைய விஷயம் கத்துக்கிட்டோம். அதே மாதிரி இந்த என்டையர் இந்த பாகவதத்துல இந்த டாபிக்ல நம்ம பார்த்தோம்னா you basically you will learn many things just by understanding the prayer of the verses in this chapter 9. Okay, okay. So do you have any questions? Any questions? So you all understood something? You all okay? Now please is clear.
Yes,
Very
Prabhu.
clear.
Next time I need to bring mic. Mic எல்லாமே நல்லா இருக்கா பேசுறதுக்கு because this is my another computer that I set up in this Namahatta.
This is very good.
Mic இருக்கும்.
This is very good, Prabhu. Now you're talking, very, very clear.
Oh, நல்லா விளங்குது.
Very clear. Very
இருக்கு. Okay, okay. இல்லடா கத்தி பேசும்போது எனக்கு தொண்டை வலிக்குது. மேபி நான் சும்மா சாதாரண வீட்ல இருந்தா அந்த கம்ப்யூட்டர் அந்த மைக் கிட்ட இருக்கும். So I can speak very slowly. Everyone can hear. சரியா?
I think you can talk softly also. You don't have to really raise your voice. I think you can speak a little softly also, no problem.
Oh, really?
Mm.
Okay, I can speak a little softer. All right. Okay. So,
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
yes, Uday, Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, I have so many personal questions to ask. Is it okay to WhatsApp you later, Prabhu?
Okay, no problem.
Okay, thanks, Prabhu.
You WhatsApp, then I'll call and talk to you because I'm not good in typing.
I wanted to share
Okay,
something.
sure.
Yes, Veera.
Recently, I had a conversation with somebody.
Okay.
I spoke about Krishna and all that. So அவங்க வந்து like இல்ல we don't really pray to Krishna because Krishna is very playful and people say that he will give you a lot of trouble. Abdina. I've heard this is after many years. When I was young girl, I've heard this same perception. Someone gave the same opinion when we lost my sister. When my sister she fell sick and then she passed away.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
on the duration because prior to that we used to do Krishna bhajan and so many other stuff and all that. So when that happened, I realized because when people come and tell you something, but there was not a few people kept telling that until somehow in my family, my father is always a Vishnu Bhaktarla, so Krishna, Vishnu, Elame Kumudware. He continued that he's an adult, I suppose. But we children and others, my aunties and all that, romba reduced ஆயிருச்சு. Maybe because when people feed you that kind of thought, அது வந்து அப்படியே like ஒரு பயம் வந்துருச்சு. Oh, he's very playful. But only as I grew older, I knew that I made a mistake, but we were young at that time, very naive. So I don't feed into this kind of negative comments. But Aniki, after many years, I thought people actually have come out of all these, people are more open and, but I was kind of shocked for this person to actually tell me. I was like, இந்த அந்த thoughtலயே இருக்கீங்க அப்படின்னு. So of course we had a little bit of not argument lah, but the opinion I try to rebut, but in my heart I thought that sometimes in the mari this perception is I don't know how to like எப்படி அவங்களுக்கு புரிய வைக்கிறது வந்து like I wish I could have done something, but I didn't, and I thought okay lah, let it go lah, சில பேருக்கு பேச முடியாது அப்படின்னு நான் விட்டுட்டேன்.
Actually, when you see when you punish your son or your daughter, you punish, right? Do you punish your children?
Yeah, I ground them and all
so
that.
You punish them according to the level that they can accept, correct?
Yeah.
See, sometimes when we want to say, like when you want to cane a child, we use the cane to cane the child. We don't use the satire, right? Hello?
Yeah,
Meera?
yeah.
So at the same time, when we want to cane a rogue or thief, we used to use satire, right? The ancient days. Appa enna, we must know that Krishna gives us trouble according to the level that we can accept.
Okay.
It is not to the level, because Krishna is the supreme and he's inside the heart. Like when you see some people are going through severe stress, severe pain, because and they're okay with it. And some people, just a little pain itself, they can't take it. So Krishna knows how to snatch the fallen soul. He cannot give, because like for instance, if it gives horrible suffering to a very weak-hearted person, maybe end up he do something else, right? So that is actually an ideology. Like those days, when they keep the statue of Krishna, sometimes they used to keep in the house. They remove that pulangulal. They remove that that flute, because they say, and the flute everything will be gone. You know. But we must understand that Gujarati only worship Krishna.
Yes,
And they
yes.
are the richest community in India. So again, what I'm saying is, that is an ideology. Someone somewhere down the road have created this kind of ideology. Okay, I'll give you a good example, like my wife's grandmother. My wife's grandmother, they all are all Krishna devotees. They worship Vishnu. After the World War II, the mother, that means her mother, and all the parents, everything was killed. And until her last breath, she refused to pray to Krishna, Vishnu. He refused to worship. Because she felt, because we prayed to that, because the mother used to fast for Ekadasi, and according to what she told me, after the World War II, everything got perished. So because of that, she refused. But oh, all this trouble happened, so I become an atheist. Oh, why not I convert to other religion? Why? They just want to change the mode of worship. Because again, as we understand, this is another work of Maya. The Maya works very fantastically well. As how much that we all wanted to become a devotee of the Lord and to go back home, back to Godhead. And the level of Maya is there to confuse you. That's how. Like example, like I've been here for the last 30 years. Right? This Hare Krishna will be last 30 years. And I have seen so many examples, even whatever things that I go through. But end of the day, everything becomes pleasant. Everything is, end of the day, everything is pleasant. Right? Because the devotee, the way that Krishna handles the devotee, he handles the devotee according to the level of the pain a person can take. Yeah. But sometimes it's illusion. Oh, because I worship Krishna, everything gone like that. But the thing is, Krishna goes into the room, change his dress, come out as Venkatachalapati, everybody worship.
I think lack of knowledge, Prabhu. Lack of.
Yeah, exactly. No, is logic or not? That means he gets into the room, change his character, and come out as Venkatachalapati, everybody worship, because he gives money. So it's all ideology. Islam is like, it's a kind of confused state. But since they have worshipped Krishna before, it will never let go. You know, even it will never happen. Right? Like for instance, our forefathers all used to used to worship Krishna, right? Guru Ayur. Yeah. So they put in the some or other bring us back. It will never let us go.
Correct. I totally agree.
Never.
I came back to my roots.
Yeah, exactly. We are back to the roots, exactly. For everyone's information, Meera is my cousin sister. All right. Our great grandfather is Balakrishna Nair, and their parampara they used to worship what they call Guru Ayur. Guru Ayurappa. That's why you see all our my grandmother and all the siblings' name all after Vishnu, right? Like your grandfather's name is Narayanan.
Yeah.
Then we have another one is Achyutan. Another one is what? What? Krishna. What? Ramkuti.
Yeah, Ramkuti. I don't remember.
Ramkuti. So all named after. They don't pray, but they name everyone after the the name of Krishna. So it's always like that. It's very unique. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Any other question? All right. Okay. So what we do, we meet again. I think I need to bring my speaker because what you hear, I can't hear clearly. Maybe I try to connect to my big speaker and see whether it works. So thank you so much for your time. We will meet again on Thursday. We're going to continue the paragraph of from Bhagavad Gita under the confidential knowledge. Don't miss it on Thursday. I think on Thursday I'll do it from home. All right. So till then, have a nice day. Pancha kalpatrubhescha kripa sindhu devacha paditanam pavenibhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Hare Krishna. Good night. Have a nice day.
Good night.
Hare Krishna,
Hope you all
Prabhu.
enjoy the class.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Prabhu. Good night.